Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Dvon, and I'm going to be doing a solo Unmethodical podcast. I tried getting the other folks on this podcast, but it seems like it's a hell in a handbag. I just don't know exactly what they're doing, and I know our schedules didn't really line up, but at the same time, two of them really wanted to play Fortnite, and I guess if they wanted to play Fortnite, some more power to them. I don't want to stop them from doing something they really like, but I thought it's about time that we go ahead and upload something to this channel because I personally haven't uploaded anything to this channel in a while, and I felt like it was kind of lacking something. I didn't really come with a set amount of topics, so if I start branching off into something strange, that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for at least tuning in to this episode. I believe this is episode 13. I could be wrong about that, but I'll just say for prosperity's sake, this is episode Hooba Jabba Jeeba Jabba, and anybody could listen to it. I know whoever's listening to it is listening to it right now, unless they tuned out. And if they tuned out, it's like, oh, well, that ain't good. When was the last time we uploaded a podcast? The last time was nearly a year ago, October 4th. Jeez, that's how long it's been? No, because this would be episode 14. Yeah, this is episode 14 because the last one, by some miracle, we actually got ShonenProtagonist. I can't believe it. After all that time, we finally got him. Excuse the mouse clicks if you can hear him in the background. But yeah, this is actually episode 14. I guess this is already a terrible podcast, but this is just something I decided to do on my own. I guess I'll give you an update as to what's been going on since we haven't really done anything. At least from my perspective, I haven't really done anything too significant, but I have got a job that started working me during the night shift, and this new one I had, I'll be starting off on first shift, but I'll be eventually moving to graveyard shift as well. And what graveyard shift is, if people are listening, or if they're listening internationally, the graveyard shift just means that it's the night shift. Normally it works from the hours, I believe, of 8 p.m. to anywhere from 8 a.m. I believe those are the hours in between. They can kind of vary from there, but yeah. The biggest thing that I gotta say that was a takeaway from that was I met a lot of cool people at my job, and it was cool. I gotta admit, like, it definitely wasn't a hard job. At the same time, like, there was other stuff that was happening and I wasn't exactly cool with, but hey, that you live and learn. And now I got another job that's paying a little higher, and that's a little nice. And this year has been definitely crazy. I gotta say, it's easily the most crazy year that I have ever lived, and I've only been on this earth for 25, almost 26 years. 2020 is definitely nothing to be wrecked with, man. I'm telling you, it's definitely one of those things that you just gotta keep going. People out there struggling, but at the same time, you gotta keep going. You can get on that high horse. I know you can do it. It's not easy. I'll admit it's not easy, but at the same time, you can do it. Just keep pushing yourself, and I believe in you, even if no one else believes in you. This year has been definitely interesting in the terms of a lack of video games, really. Like, there wasn't that many video games that really came out this year where I was like, wow, I really need to get that game, except for maybe like 2 or 3. I need to look up the list. Hold on, 2020 video game releases. Let's see. In January, nothing really cool to even come out. Let's check February. Life is Strange 2, the entire series came out. I mean, I guess that's one thing cool. I don't know. Hunt Showdown, that was a pretty good game. I haven't really played it too much, but I have seen some gameplay of it, and it actually looks really cool. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. In March, I totally forgot that Doom 64 came out and Animal Crossing's New Horizon did. And Half-Life Alyx. I totally forgot about that game. See, I've never actually played that game. Animal Crossing was fun, but I was never really big into those kind of games where you gotta, like, make your kind of like you're an island or whatever. It's kind of like Sims. I was never really big into those kind of games. They're kind of one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of those kind of games. I don't hate them. Wow, my voice cracked. Persona 5 Royale came out. Oh yeah, I forgot the Final Fantasy remake came out in April. I haven't played that one really. I played the demo for it. It's pretty fun. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out on Stadia. What the hell? What? It was out on the Stadia? I keep thinking that Stadia is like the Ouya. I haven't really seen any like gameplay or anything. It just seems like it was, I don't know. Nothing really in May, it looks like. That was significant. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything. Pretty. What about June? Anything in June? Nope. So here I am doing everything I can. Okay, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini. I was about to say Bikini Bottom Rehydrated came out on June 23rd. It's a remastered version of that. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Death Stranding came out in July. I do remember that. I don't remember exactly when, but I do remember it came out in July. I think if I had to take a guess, I want to say that Death Stranding came out in the middle of July, like July 7th or something. I haven't played it, but it definitely still looks weird. August, Fall Guys, I do remember that came out. It was awesome. I don't really remember anything else. Oh yeah, Samurai Jack. I still need to play that game. Well, I still need to watch that entire show. Like, the only thing I really remember from that show was two things. It was the Irish guy, or not, whoa, I'm sorry. The Scottish guy, I'm sorry. The Scottish guy. And the second thing I remember was the pig with the crazy accent. The one that would, oh no, talk like that and stuff like that. And that was pretty neat. This month, I do remember Tony Hawk came out. Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster. I haven't actually played it yet, but I watched some people on Twitch stream it. It actually looks really, really fun. Like, I really needed to do it. I actually bought the Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And don't get me wrong, I was super amped for when it first came out. But I realized, like, looking and doing a little digging into it, that it was kind of like an emulator. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am kind of happy to support a release, like an actual physical release of Super Mario Sunshine since the GameCube. I'm ecstatic about that. But the fact that it's kind of running and it bogs down kind of sucks. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to hold on to this copy and buy myself another copy. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to kind of keep this as a keepsake more so than anything. I've done that with a couple other games. I don't really know exactly what other games I've done it for recently. I can't say of any I've done it for recently. I think the most recent game I've done it for was, what was the most recent game? I want to say the most recent game I've done it for besides this one was The Last Guardian. I didn't really have an anticipation on selling these games that I keep like this, but maybe down the line I might sell it. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm going to just hold on to it as is. But don't get me wrong, I'm still happy it came out and everything. I'm really happy about that. But, it is what it is. Spelunky 2 came out this year. Let's see. Super Mario 35 comes out on the 1st. There is a game that I bought. What was it called? Or is it Mad Rat Beat? Matt Rad Dead. Yeah, I actually just purchased that game because it looks like Cadence of Hyrule, but kind of like its own thing. The Japanese trailer was a lot better than the English trailer. It's supposed to come out around October. I don't remember if it was beginning, middle, or end, but I do know it's coming out in October. The version I purchased is going to come with a cassette tape, and I don't mind cassettes. Cassettes are cool and everything, but I'm just surprised that they didn't have the CD version like the Japanese version. And it was kind of weird. Not really, not upset or anything about it. It's just kind of strange, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if they did that, they should have just I would have actually paid $15 more for the CD. They got, let's see what else they got. October, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I'm probably not going to play it, but I'm happy for people that really wanted it. November, Forza comes out for that. NBA 2K21. I don't really play basketball. I'm surprised people are still playing. This is going to be kind of a controversial and hot take, but I think everybody knows that plays this game. It's just deteriorating and deteriorating and deteriorating in quality. And the problem is everybody keeps buying it because they want to play online. I swear, if I know it's easier said than done, but everybody just stops and doesn't buy it for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. And the developer, I don't know, 2K is kind of weird. So that I won't. They are kind of weird. There's a new Call of Duty game and yada yada, so on. I literally spent about 6+ minutes just talking about video games that are coming out, and rather giving an update as to what I've been doing. So, like I said, what I've been doing earlier, I guess this year I've been just trying to stay safe and everything. Everybody who's anybody really knows about it. Well, I'd say anybody who has an internet connection knows about what's going on around the world, and trying to stay safe and everything. And I gotta say, trying to stay safe out there is a little bit hard, because you do. I will admit, not being able to go out is like fucking torture in a way, because interaction between people is pretty fun, especially having friends. And I don't mind being introverted, but there comes a point where being an introvert really sucks. Like, I'd say after maybe the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even a month, it's cool. But then after that, it's just straight up boring. Like, you get so tired, you get so depressed and stuff like that, and you just really like look for something to do. You know what I mean? Like, trying to do something is. Hold on, I'm gonna move this mic here a little bit. There we go. Trying to do something is just absolutely necessary, and one of the biggest things that I've really thought about doing was like just getting more fit, started doing more exercise and everything like that. And so far I've been not really doing the best, but I've been at least jogging and stuff like that and walking. And you'd be surprised at how much walking actually like makes you feel good, especially if like listening to music, or if you can't really go out and walk, just like stare outside, just admire nature and stuff. It does help a little bit. I must admit. Let's see what else. I think the biggest thing is that I have done this year that's been of significance that I want to say is I've actually learned how to do a couple talents. Like the biggest talent I've learned so far this year is audio engineering when it comes to actually mixing vocals. I wouldn't even say I'm anything past an amateur, but I've gotten to the point where I can confidently say if I wanted to do it as an indie freelance artist, I could, but I don't feel I am ready for that yet. I know a lot of people say that when they're at this stage, but I personally don't really have I don't know what the term is I'm looking for. I don't really have because I do have the motivation, I have the drive, but I don't feel like I have the necessary portfolio to start out with. And I don't really want to turn it into a job either, because I feel like if I turned it into a job, at least where I'm at currently, I feel like all the drive would just pretty much go out of me, because there are times where doing your dream job is not necessarily your dream job, because some people feel like it's still working. I'll give you an example. I mean, this might sound kind of stupid, but here's an example of something like that. There was this person that I was watching on a documentary. I don't remember exactly which documentary it was on, but I was watching it on the Discovery Channel. This was about, I want to say it was about 5 years ago in 2015. It was either 5 or 6 years ago. And the person that was doing it worked for a company that they thought was absolutely amazing. I don't exactly remember the name of the company, but I do know they developed video games. And they were kind of like they were smaller, but they were still big. I'll probably have to look this up because I don't really remember the name of the industry. But they were working on video games every single day, and they thought that was their dream job. Well, they started doing it so much that it didn't really turn into their dream job. It was just more like a job at that point. And when they were doing that, they felt like it was something that was kind of boring at that point. Like something that they loved doing their entire life was just monotonous and benign and just not the same anymore. So what they did was they applied, but they applied for a different position in the company. And that position, instead of coding the video game, if I remember this correctly, I don't remember the exact sequence. It's been a while. Instead of coding, if I remember correctly, they worked on I think it was like audio engineering. And when they did that, they said every single day was just absolutely fun. It wasn't even like working anymore. So, gosh, I'm trying to remember. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I can't remember it for the life of me. But the thing that they were talking about that was absolutely insane was that how he went in and thought that this was the thing that he wanted to do for the rest of his life. But he went ahead and switched it to the same profession in its own right because he still was working for the company. But the biggest difference is, even though he's working for the company, he changed up his title and the kind of profession that he was doing. So instead of coding, he went to audio engineering. Or maybe I have that backwards. I can't remember. Or if it was something like that in the stage. But basically what I'm saying is, sometimes it may feel like what you want to do may not necessarily be the thing that you want to do overall. And you may be like, what the hell are you talking about? I thought that too, but then I started thinking about it from this perspective of the person that changed up. And I kind of get what this person was saying. This person was saying that, at least in my opinion, doing something that you love doing is just not the same if you're working doing it. And I believe the biggest reason is that when he was saying that is that you're being forced to do something instead of doing it on your own fruition. That's the reason why I think, like, I give people that can do commissions on stuff, I give them so much credit. Whoever you are, if you're doing commissions, and whether it be art, whether it be physical stuff, whether it be, I don't know, like, when I say physical stuff, I mean like crocheting, sewing, making, I don't know, hats, embroidery, making stuff like steelworks and stuff like that, and something in that regard, and going to the customer's taste and everything. I give you mad credit, because doing that for me, I don't think I could necessarily do that unless it was something I really, really, really wanted to do. And I never really saw myself as a voice actor, like, for hire, and I never really will, because I really don't want to become a voice actor for hire. I just like doing it for the heck of it because it's fun, right? But I bet if somebody had like a sheet in front of me just saying like, hey, we need you to say this or something like that for paid, I don't think I could do it. That's the reason why I like, if the people that like doing it, more power to them. More power to them. I absolutely have nothing but mad respect that for people that can do that, or, that can do art and all this other stuff. But I'm just, man, I went on a whole tangent about this stuff. Like, I was supposed to be telling you how my year was going and everything, but I kind of devolved into this. But yeah, like, the main thing is, like I said earlier, sometimes a job doesn't feel like a job. Wait, no, that wasn't it. What the hell? Sometimes when you do something you love as a job, it doesn't really resonate and become something you love anymore. So take that into account. If you want to get your dream job. And what the hell am I talking about? This has nothing to do with what I was saying earlier. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying earlier, how I was doing, I'm doing all right considering how everything's going so far. I cannot speak for anyone else in this thing right now. I'm actually going to be trying to make myself a computer for Cyber Monday. At least trying to buy the parts and everything. And as soon as I get that done, I can start like editing stuff more. Because I did say that beforehand, and the biggest reason why I keep procrastinating is not because of the fact that I can't do it. I could still do this, but there are some games I want to run and be able to record at a certain quality. I want to at least be able to run them at 720, 60 FPS while recording them. And I can't really do that with my current setup. I know I damn sure couldn't in my old setup, but this setup I have right here, I have a laptop now, which is a gaming laptop. It's not a bad one. It's a pretty good one. But doing what I needed to do for that, it's just not well. But I mean, as a regular laptop for gaming and everything, it's perfectly fine. But for doing what I wanted to do, it's just not really hitting it. And eventually when I do this, I can start making myself do it, because really the biggest thing is, when it comes to YouTube, the biggest killer of everybody, in my personal opinion, is procrastination. They say they'll do this. They want rewards without putting in the effort. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm extremely guilty of it. But at the same time, if I notice something will work, I don't necessarily want to sell out either. I mean, I don't blame people for selling out, but at the same time, I don't want to be recognized for somebody who has a job doing something that they don't want to do for the rest of their life. Like saying like, I never really wanted to, I like playing games, right? But I don't want to play games that I do not like for the rest of my life in order to make a living, because I feel like that would be borderline torture. Like, I almost said a game right there, and I don't want to say it, but I'll just say there are certain games that you'd have to pay me $20 million to play it, just to play a long play of this game. That's because I do not like it that much. But, I don't know what TechnoMeteor, ShonenProtagonist, or DaiShogun's all doing. The only thing is I can guess is that they're just doing their own separate things. Now, if you want to talk about anybody, talk about TechnoMeteor. It's gonna beat me up when he hears this, but I gotta say, you have the equipment to do it. If you don't want to do it, let me get your freaking tower, man. I'll start editing and everything. Just give me that, and I'll start doing everything with it, and you can have something else. I'll give you my laptop so you can play it. But of course I kid, but he has something I wish I had right now, so I could start like recording and everything. But I know he's like taking his time to edit all these Fortnite junk as well, so I can't really blame him too much for doing all that. Geez, my voice cracked again. Hold on, let me take a swig of water right quick. Give me a second. That's the good stuff. But yeah, there are some other things that I wanted to do too. Eventually, I do know I wanted to make more videos for this channel. Not only just games, but I wanted to do other videos as well. I do know that when I'm able to use my laptop for recording my microphone and everything, it definitely does sound a lot better than going on here and just going off of DP's laptop. I remember when I used to record on that, and man, it sounded reverby as hell, or like roomy and just echoes and stuff. And I can't blame him. Like I understand. Like you got to do what you got to do for a while, but now we got all this. And now I can record it whenever I need to, but the schedules will make it kind of hard. As for ShonenProtagonist, I have no idea where that kid is. He's just gone with the wind, I guess. I guess he's just doing his own thing, and more power to him. Nothing wrong with that, excuse me. I can't really think of the last time I heard from him, but I think the last time I actually heard from that Goomba was the last time I saw him streaming. That was the last time I can really remember him. I think he's playing Astral Chain or whatever the name of that game is. Something like that. And last time I talked to DaiShogun was the last time. I think, gosh, when was the last time? Man, when was the last? I think the last time I talked to him was like, I want to say 4 months ago. I want to say something like that. And I haven't really been keeping up tabs with him. He's a cool dude and all that. But I have no idea what's going on with him, ShowPro, or TechnoMeteor. I know that we're on our Discord and everything. Everything's like that. But I guess I don't really want to like go ahead and I don't really want to go ahead and say that we're gonna get back together and we're gonna make a video during this date and stuff, because I don't really want to commit to that, because I don't even know when the last time they told me or anything like that was. But I do want to go ahead and say that I will try making a couple videos that will be for the channel. Now, as for what they are, I have no idea. They could be anything. I haven't really figured it out. I was actually thinking about doing a San Andreas playthrough. I don't know. I really love that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. There are a couple other ones that I was thinking about doing too. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, this is I guess this has been Dvon with the Unmethodical Podcast, episode 14. And as always, thank you for listening. To the people that do listen, I appreciate it. I'm not sure who all listens to it besides the four of us, but to anybody that does listen to it outside of that, I appreciate it very much. We all do, honestly. And I gotta say that just stay safe out there, everybody. The end of the year is almost coming. I really don't have anything else to say for this. I don't know when the next episode of this will be. Shoot, hopefully it's before Halloween, but who knows? Anyway, thank you for listening. If you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, rate, subscribe if you want to. If not, then, you're free to just, I was about to say go home, but you're more than likely probably listening to it at home. But I don't know. Yeah. Dude, one last thing. I forgot to say this. If you are looking forward to playing Cyberpunk 2077, I might be looking into getting that game, so you might see it on this channel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And with, I guess, further ado, just stay safe out there and have a great day, y'all. Peace.